Na kwingineko ni kwamba Spika wa Seneti Ken Lusaka amesema kwamba Seneti na bunge la kitaifa zinafanya mazungumzo ya kujaribu kutatua mgogoro uliopo kuhusiana na ugavi wa fedha na haswa mgao wa Kaunti. Seneti ilikataa pendekezo lililotolewa kwenye mswada ugavi wa fedha la shilingi bilioni 316.
The referendum question or the bill is a little bit too utopian in my view. We have to be realistic. This country is a country which is run by politics. We've got the BBI initiative. And in my view, I think before we even consider this bill, I think we should be looking at what the BBI initiative will come up with. Combine the two. If you go back in history, and Kangata will tell you this, when we tried to amend the constitution with different, we tried the Bomas draft, we were not able to succeed. We tried another one, we were not able to do. There was a committee of experts which were brought together. And then they looked at, what does this bill say? Okay. What does this push say? So I think, in my view, I'll say, these guys have done a commendable job, let's give it to them. However, I still maintain that their changes, or rather their desire, is so utopian.
The Building Bridges initiative, I really don't like talking about it because it's another thing altogether. But their main objective was not to amend the constitution. They are not a constitution amending body. Their main objective was gazetted in.
But you agree they may come up with issues that may need review.
Issues, but it doesn't stop a process that has started.
Okay.
And therefore, I want to agree with my friend Olekena, because you see, I agree that there are so many issues that people would want to bring. I also agree that there are people who will disagree with the proposal. But look, what are we trying to achieve? We are trying to lower the burden that is borne by the taxpayer of this country. And that taxpayer has spoken.
Amending the constitution by popular initiative, the word popular, it presupposes, and that's exactly what I think they're doing, populist. Clutch on to populist things.
You can't use the constitution to go against it.
The idea about reducing cost is a concern that concerns everybody, including us as members of parliament. Let me try and punch holes on one of the things that they have done. They have turned the constitution into that organ or that process where you actually fix that some is going to earn 20,000 and no more. What happens under Article 230, where we established a commission, the Salaries and Remuneration Commission, and which specifically at Part 4 says it shall set the salaries of public servants. Why don't you go ahead and say, we have already set the salaries in the Constitution, let's remove Article 230 of the Constitution.
To support his contention, you must understand constitutions are politics at their best. So from a practical point of view, when you have a constitutional change without taking into account the views of the president, Raila Odinga, and William Ruto, the three most consequential politicians in this country, I can tell you, most likely
I'm sure he has an answer.